Got the engineers. I put this, I use this so I can see the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Dan's supposedly calling in.
So he said.
Not yet. We're on YouTube.
You are live right now.
On both?
Yep.
Good?
We're in.
All right, you go ahead. Hey guys, welcome aboard. We're here. Before we begin, our big special guest, Kid Kosher.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Going to do a little song here I used to do for Hebrew schools and for synagogues from way back in the day. This song is called Chutzpah.
Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu.
Shabbat shalom, or better yet, good Shabbos. Don't even bother, cause you just can't stop this. I hate to quote Beeman, but Simsima. That's the way that I flip it from the beamer. Die-yenu, diggy-die-yenu, diggy-die, diggy-die, diggy-die-yenu. Mazel tov if you think you've got skills. Or grab the Manischewitz and head for the hills. Keep your head covered and don't look back. I'm a bar mitzvah and the leader of the pack. Live from the Tanakh, I keep heads turning. The light of the eternal flame still burning.
Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu.
Saturday minion, in the beginning, the heads of the haters just keep on spinning. Avinu Malkeinu, our Father, our King, the man upstairs, whose vibe I bring. I read from the Torah in Hebrew school, and keeping things kosher is the #1 rule. Considered by some to be a mention, the mission. The getting is good, so it's good for the taking. Never been to Hadala, but that's okay. I keep a low profile and make no delay. So when I make motzi and when I say Kiddush, I read a little Hebrew when I drop a little Yiddish.
Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu.
Some years ago, a friend of mine asked me to write some Jewish rhymes. So I wrote all about the festival of lights. And a star was born to give the crowd delight. I put the man in Manischewitz and I thought you knew. The break bullets and called me for an interview. So I told this reporter what I'm all about. And the story that ran helps my words get out. I'm the Jewish MC in the place to be. Kid Kosher is the name, most definitely. So act like you know when I enter the room. A boom, boom, chaka-laka-laka-laka-laka, boom.
Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu.
Oh yeah. Here we go, one more time, everybody.
Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Chutzpah, I've got chutzpah in your places where I'm gonna put ya. I'm a Jewish MC that'll always stay true. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu.
All right.
Ed, we're already getting a complaint. It says, look alive. You know, you're on the radio, man. You gotta show some little pizzazz.
Well, we're not on the radio. We're on YouTube.
I guess. So, what's up, everybody? It's Rod and Ed here. Just a few housekeeping items. I'm here, and thank you, Kid Kosher. That was terrific.
Thank you very
So
much.
going
Good to
back,
be here.
you know, Ed and I, Kid Kosher and I. I'm going to call you by your professional name today. We go back
Whatever.
about.
It's all good.
We go back about
How do you guys know each other?
college.
College?
We both ran. Actually, we recruited him
That's correct.
when he was in high school.
Okay.
He was still at, was it Montgomery?
That's right.
So
That's
you were
right.
at Montgomery High School. I was running. I think our captain is listening in, Dan McGee, and we went to his house and actually recruited him at home. And he came to our end of year party. He was still in high school. We used to have a
I
big-
still remember that.
we used to have a big
I'm still
end of
shook
year
up about
party.
that end of the year party, though.
Yeah. So we ran together for a few years at Trent State College, now college in New Jersey, and we're both, you know.
So you graduated a year after Ron.
2 years.
It was a couple years later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, we were both college athletes. Believe it or not, right?
Must have been a pretty bad college for athletics,
Yes.
but
Hey,
that's
but we had
how
a lot of fun.
I haven't seen you do any athletic. This guy I have.
So, one other thing to talk about is we're taking September off.
Woohoo!
So we're not going to have a show in September. It comes up on Labor Day weekend, and I have an action-packed weekend. It's going to be crazy, and I figure we're going to retool and start off like we're going to go on fire starting in October.
I thought we were on fire.
Yeah, well, we need to create some momentum. So what we need people to do is start referring
Telling your
people.
friends.
We need people to start referring people to follow our page on Facebook, but especially, even more important, and if you're not on it now, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Hot Topics Cool Nostalgia. Hey, Vince is on.
Supply guy?
Yeah. So we need people to subscribe to Hot Topics Cool Nostalgia, because in order for us to get sponsorship, we need to have as many people
We
follow
need
that
viewers,
page as
and
well.
you know, the more viewers we have, more people are going to come across our page and say, "Oh, this is a good thing to be watching." So,
I mean, there's a business side of this. We got our buddy Gene, who's been extremely generous to us and has done a great job giving us the studio to work with. But you know, we need to help support this franchise we're in. I don't know what you call us.
we're going to be doing a telethon, a 24-hour telethon.
I've been bugging Ed since we started to do a 24-hour show, and trust me, Gene, we wouldn't do
Maybe
it.
that was
We
always
wouldn't
on
do it
Labor Day. Maybe we should do Labor Day weekend, do the telethon.
Oh yeah.
That would be very laborious, yes.
I always remember as a kid, it was always like a bad memory of mine. Because whenever you saw the Jerry Lewis telethon, you always knew school was starting.
Yeah.
So it was kind of synonymous of the two. But
Watch your head.
I know, I almost hit my head. But I think what our subject today is one-hit wonders. And I got some questions to ask you. We got a lot of hot topics to talk about. But the first thing I want to talk about, because I don't know why this has exploded. I actually just came from a yacht rock concert in East Windsor.
Are you familiar with yacht rock?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
So can you
I've
give a-
never heard of it before Ron told me about the concert.
So to me, I looked it up, and yacht rock is considered a combination of soft rock, which I understand, and adult contemporary, which I have no clue what that means.
It's soft rock.
Hey, Glenn Free's here. So it says soft rock and adult contemporary.
Yeah, I mean, Gene, would you agree that soft rock and adult contemporary are basically the same thing?
I would definitely agree with that, and that's basically, I would say 90% of the music we play, from the Carpenters all the way to whatever Kid Kosher plays. Yeah,
And
I definitely agree.
And Kirsten McGee, Dan's wife, knows the lead singer for the yacht rock. See, we saw Yacht Rock Gold. That's not the yacht rock. And I guess the question with yacht rock, Dan, is do some of the real singers actually perform on there? Because I know it seems as if Christopher Cross is kind of the face of yacht rock.
I always think Steely Dan would be.
It seems like it's Christopher
But-
Cross. So they don't have, she says they don't have any of the main singers. It's just, so it really is just a tribute. It's a cover band. That's
Basically,
really what it is.
that's basically what it is.
I just,
Probably like
I
it
love
came from the 80s or 90s,
yeah,
those kind of shows.
70s and 80s.
Yes.
So I have loved the music. I just don't understand why it's so popular. You could just go to any bands. I don't know why yacht rock is.
I agree. I mean, I think it's kind of phony, the whole thing. I mean,
I don't know. The songs are good, but I just don't understand why
and
it's-
basically what we heard was all 70s. Did you hear any 80s?
well, Christopher Cross.
Okay, did they play Christopher Cross there? Okay, because I missed that. I heard about 6 songs.
So what I did here, because I'm an analytics guy.
Music analyst.
I love, especially sports analytics, but I'm also a music analytics guy. And I took
An analytics guy who has no idea what adult contemporary is.
correct. Well, I went to a website and it gave the top 20 yacht rock songs. I guess what they're doing is looking at the how many weeks they were in the top 40.
Now, Mr. Analytics, where did this list come from? Who actually composed it?
Google.
This is our tech guy right here.
Google told me this. The top 20 songs. No, but there's actually analytics behind it. It's based on how many weeks they were in the top 100, I should say, and also how many. What's their usage rate in
Okay.
either radio stations or whatever? How often they're played. So these are the top 20 yacht rock songs. Number 1, "What a Fool Believes."
Is that what? No, that's not the one that we heard.
They played this.
Yeah, but we didn't hear that. We heard "Taking It to the Streets."
Yes. Number 2, "This Is It," which is a great song. by
That's Kenny Loggins?
Yeah. Number 3, "Sailing" by
Is that
Christopher Cross, and he has number 4 as well, "Ride Like the Wind." Are those his only 2 songs? Didn't he have a theme
Yeah,
from
the
Arthur?
theme from Arthur.
So why isn't the theme of Arthur considered yacht rock? But whatever.
Tom Coffey said it is, but I don't know. I mean, different people have different ideas of what yacht rock is.
Number 5, "Come Baby Come Back."
Player.
Number
Number one hit wonder, I think.
Yeah. Number 6, "Summer Breeze."
Seals and Croft
Yeah. Number 7, "Baker Street."
by Jerry Rafferty.
Yeah. A few of these are actually one-hit wonders as well. Number 8, "Pina Colada."
That's Rupert Holmes.
That's a one-hit wonder.
It's actually called Escape
Hey, Frank. Number 9, "Rosanna."
by Toto,
Yep. Number 10, "Low Down."
by Boz Scaggs.
Oz Skaggs. I'm surprised. I thought his other song would be on the top 20, "Let Your Love Flow," but it's
That's
not.
Bellamy Brothers.
Not Boz Skaggs. I'm thinking the Lido Shuffle.
Lido Shuffle.
Lido Shuffle. 11, the Ambrosia song I wrote. I forgot the name. How Much I Feel. What is it? What's Ambrosia?
Yeah, How Much I Feel
How
for
Much
You, Baby.
I Feel. Yeah. Number 12, "I Keep Forgetting." So that's Michael McDonald.
Is that Michael McDonald?
Which,
Yeah.
which Kristen mentioned. Number 13, "Peg."
It Will Come Back to You.
Yeah. Number 14,
Steely Dan.
"Africa," another
By
Toto song.
Toto.
Number 15, "I'd Really Love to See You Tonight."
By England Dan and John
Yes,
Ford Coley.
yes.
England Dan, Gene.
Number 16 is Rutgers' own "Brandy,"
Brandy.
Looking Glass.
Another one-hit wonder.
and they sit and they live on the same street as Scott McLean.
We are going to try to get somebody from Looking Glass here on one of our shows one day.
We are?
We're going to.
All right, we'll try. I'd like to get.
I said try. We're going to try.
We
I don't-
actually have a chance to have Dionne Warwick. I'll tell you one day.
Wow.
Yeah. Number 17, "Hey 19."
Oh, that's the Steely Dan too.
Yeah. 18, "So Into You."
Atlantic Rhythm section.
Yeah. So Into You. 19, "Steal Away." They sang that today. And the 20th, which
Who does Steal Away?
is that "Steal Away"?
Oh, Into the Night.
Into the Night. Yeah.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
that Atlantic? I don't know. Someone probably could say.
Gene, who does it?
It's Robbie something. I'm trying to get his last name.
John Listro says it's not a one-hit wonder. And you know
Well,
what,
these
John?
are-
You're right, because it's not on my one-hit wonder.
These are
list
not
either.
one-hit wonders. All these are
I said it was a one-hit.
yacht
Yacht
rocks. Oh, you said
Yeah.
it.
Number 20, and one of my favorite groups of all time is Reminiscing.
By Little River Band.
Yeah. Robert Dupree sings "So
you
Into
go.
You." Steal Away.
If we don't know it, our listeners do.
Yeah, Rich Gomez knows everything. So.
Rich Gomez knows everything.
So I have some questions for you about one-hit wonders, but before we do that, do you want to pick some topics?
Yeah, we're gonna go over the topics.
Ed's the topic guy.
the hot topics.
So we want to start with the good one, the big one?
The big one
elephant
we're
in the
going to
room?
talk about is the writer's strike.
Ah, well, that wasn't the big one, but we'll talk about it.
That's not the big one. The big one is the writer's strike. And you probably know, the writer's strike is going on, and actors went on strike about a week ago. So no more movies, no more Barbie movies coming out.
I
in
hear,
the
though, that
future.
they could have Korean movies, though. Like, out of
Oh
the
yeah,
country.
it's just the American.
Why do they have to have a... It's not just because it's a writer's strike, it's an actor's strike, too.
I was supposed to have a member of the Screen Actors Guild call in, and I don't believe he's going to be calling in. He's obviously got something more important to do than help us out. But he told me the reasons for the strike. And one is AI.
Dan McGee just said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Dan, call in. We need your help.
Now, he says, well, Hot Topics, Clue Nostalgia go AI. But
It seems like AI is now the reason to blame for everything.
Allen Iverson?
Yes, it's artificial intelligence, and what they're doing is they're using the computer projected versions of the actors and stuff in things, and so the actors are not getting compensated for it.
So they're saying AI could just create a script. You could just say...
You can use AI to create a script.
I don't buy it.
Kids in school can use AI to do term papers now.
How?
It's AI. It can do anything.
How?
I have no idea.
It's a learning algorithm that you program into the computer simulator. It creates its own learnings based on what you teach it. But it cannot replace the memories and the humanity of a person.
No. Dan wants to know if you're actually here or is it AI?
So they don't. You'll
Holographic.
never know, Dan. So they don't actually have to have a person writing for a magazine or a newspaper. The editor can just tell the computer, come up with an article that sounds like this person would write, and an article would be written.
That already
It's
exists.
amazing.
So how are they going to fight that?
I don't know.
AI's not going away.
This is why we needed Dorian to be on the phone, and he's blown us off.
I'm annoyed.
And then the other reason for the strike, and this is the main reason, I can talk more about this, is that back around 1980, when videotapes were coming out, they went on strike because the writers of movies were not compensated for, when it got released onto videotape. If it got released onto a network TV, they were compensated by it. Remember when we were kids and ABC, NBC, CBS would have a movie of the week?
Yeah.
So
John Travolta.
they got compensated for that, the actors. But then when it went on to videotape, they were not compensated for it. Now it's streaming services that are not compensating them.
They're not compensating the actors?
So no,
So
or the
they-
writers. So
This is not going to get...
it's not going to get settled quickly.
No, this is...
And streaming services have no reason to settle because they have a library of, if you go on Netflix, there are thousands and thousands of shows to pick from. All they're going to tell you is pick something that you haven't watched yet.
So what's the solution here? We're reaching out to you.
This is why we needed Dorian.
What is
I
the
don't know.
solution?
The solution is that they're going to eventually work out a deal where the streaming services will pay. I don't know how it's going to work out, but eventually that will.
You know what's going to happen? Just like any other strike, there's going to be scabs. There's going to be people like me or you who want to be writers that might not be in the union. They're just going to write stuff.
I heard Jeopardy, when they start up again in the fall, Jeopardy is going to be using old questions that they've used over the past 40 years to instead of having writers.
They're going to
do it.
bring. They're going to bring him back to life.
Alex Trebek will be back.
That's unbelievable.
So just the questions, not Alex Trebek.
So what's another?
All right.
One more hot topic.
Now we go on to Barbie. This is what Ron wanted to talk about.
So, it's not just Barbie. It's that Barbenheimer. It's a sensation.
Oppenheimer isn't even like one of the top 5 movies. I mean, it's like
It is. It's
nah.
number 2.
It's of the week.
Yeah,
But
but it's only
it-
been out
but-
for 2 weeks.
You know,
I saw Oppenheimer, and
it blew your mind.
Yeah, it was. I was watching it 1 week ago right now. It's a little too intense. Anybody see Barbie or Oppenheimer? Feel free to put
Kid
it.
Kosher saw Barbie. What'd you think?
Yeah, give us your Barbie.
Before I saw Barbie, I read a bunch of stuff online about it. It talked about Barbie being considered bimbo feminism. It said Barbie itself, she's an icon. She can do anything she wants. I don't have an issue with the idea of women can do anything they want because they can, and they do. Barbie is an icon. I don't know. She promotes this unrealistic body image type to
She
young
got long
girls.
legs.
Yeah. It creates this unrealistic expectation that it's downright sad because she's not real. And coincidentally enough, in the movie, there's a part where they actually say as much as that she's just unrealistic. Go be everything that you can be, that you want to be, that you can put yourself through to do, but you're just unrealistic in being this perfect, unrealistic proportioned human being.
That's pretty sad. So you liked it though? You give it a thumbs up?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I went to
So
see it
with
with
your
my
kids?
wife. Now, my kids saw it the week before.
Did you dress in pink?
Yeah, my wife wouldn't let me go without dressing.
You were
like pink.
actually wearing pink.
It's crazy.
It was
these-
close enough to pink.
I know it is. I walked by the movie theater in East Brunswick, and
So Kristen
100
says,
people dressed in pink.
Kristen said it's the point. She wants to be real and not be put in a box.
But doesn't she, in the movie, doesn't she want to be put back in a box to be shipped?
At one point, yes. Again, and then towards the end of the movie, she changes her idea of what she really wants. And I'm not going to spoil the ending, but the
Yeah.
ending was totally unexpected, and I did laugh.
Well, the movie, to be honestly, the movie doesn't matter to me at this point. But why has this movie kind of captivated everybody?
Because it's about Barbie.
But
I have
I
no
don't know.
idea. I can't.
That's what I'm saying. It's the movies industry has been hurting, and for the last 3 weeks, because I live right by a movie theater, it's packed. There's like lines out the door. There's the parking lot's packed. There's a buzz. Like, what did this?
This
movie,
is like what Star Wars was when we
Yeah.
were kids.
I'm not saying it's going to break records as far as box office is concerned, but this movie has definitely created a buzz to maybe go back in the theater. And same with Oppenheimer for a totally different reason. I mean, Oppenheimer to me it just broke my brain. If you're into history, it's a great movie. It's a lot of great acting. It's probably going to win every Academy Award out there, but it's really a tough hang.
See,
for
I don't
3
see
hours.
I don't see movies that much, so I'll wait for them both to come on. There's no way. I don't know if I could sit through
3 hours.
3
is
hours
tough.
of Oppenheimer.
3 hours is tough.
You know me. I complain over an hour and a half.
But it's just amazing, and it stinks now that the movie industry finally has some momentum going, and now you got this writer's
strike,
and
and
it's, I'd say 3-6 months from now there's going to be nothing. It's scary.
we're going back to like the COVID days now.
Yeah, I mean, you already had a year of inactivity, and now we're going to go back to it. That's more reason to to be on our show. We might have a window here, like during COVID. We save lives. For anyone who's new, we saved lives during COVID, and I can tell you,
People would have been committing suicide if they didn't have porch trivia.
Don't say that. That's not. But 5 years, at least I could give you 5 personal people who told me we saved their lives. Unfortunately, none of them are listening anymore. They used us.
We were first responders basically during the.
When we started this thing in March of 2020, there were people who were like, "How could you guys be so close to each other?"
I know.
So we were risking our lives. We were really risking our lives to make people happy. How could you be so close to each other? You're not 3 feet apart, right? Weren't there people
Yes.
telling us this? And we're like, screw it. Actually, in the beginning of COVID, we were worried that you even get to my house.
I didn't think, I was still under the impression that during COVID, we had a curfew. That nobody was allowed out after, nobody was allowed out on the road after 8 o'clock at night. That was not, I heard that there was never any curfew or anything. I didn't know if I'd be able to get.
It was a total lie.
It was a total lie.
Yeah, they just made that up. I don't even think they're allowed to do that unless there's. Could they create a curfew? But I don't know why we're going back to that nightmare. But it's just we did save lives. That's really the point of this.
Okay.
So you know what? The strike's gonna happen. There's gonna be no movies. There's gonna be no TV. But we'll be here.
We
All right,
will
Gene?
be here. And you will be able to watch Barbie as many times as you want.
Yes. I don't know. All right.
Next hot topic.
Want to do one more? All right, one more hot topic. We're going to move to trivia.
Who here has a Ring doorbell?
I think.
Okay.
I think most people have a Ring. 75%.
You think 75% of the people have Ring? Yeah,
I have a
he's
Ring
got
right
one
there.
on his hand right now. Yeah. Did you? Are you aware that there was? First of all, Ring is owned by Amazon. Okay. Did you know that there was a lawsuit against Amazon? They had to pay over $30 million because Ring doorbell was spying on people.
Well, when you say Ring doorbell, it was probably some schmuck.
It was probably a third party.
There was probably some schmuck in the back office.
You know,
it
yeah,
wasn't like
it was-
Ring wasn't creating like a conspiracy to do this.
You never know.
I think it was just one idiot who had probably the security camera and probably.
Sitting there watching people. I didn't even know Ring had cameras inside houses and stuff.
John doesn't have the Ring camera. John, you live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't think I could expect no rings up there. So.
But yeah, I didn't even know they had cameras inside the house. But they're spying in people's bedrooms and
That's.
stuff like that.
So you could have a Ring in the house?
Yeah. It's, if you have an elderly parent, you want to keep an eye on them, you put cameras in their house to, keep an eye on them and stuff.
You don't have a Ring?
No.
I
live in an apartment.
Do you have no, for your mother?
No, she has her front door. Well, I guess we could have a Ring. I always thought Ring was for, porch pirates.
I don't know.
But it's more, I think now, people, like somebody rings the doorbell, you want to see who it is before, it's like a peephole now. That's what it is. Just bring back the peepholes.
Remember Seinfeld, the reverse peephole?
The reverse peephole. And I say, enjoy the show.
Heck, they don't have peepholes anymore.
All right, we want to do some
Were
trivia?
the peepholes ever helpful? Could you see things through the peephole? It was. I never saw the purpose of it. Yeah, we'll do some trivia questions. So.
One-hit wonders.
One-hit wonder trivia questions. You don't even know the questions.
I don't know the questions, which
So,
is
but don't
rare.
say
Ron
anything.
likes to trust
So,
them out
I
on me
got-
first.
12 questions. So, we're not keeping score, so throw it in the chat room, all right? Number one, this famous 1977 one-hit wonder held the number one position for 10 weeks.
I know it.
The first song ever to be number one for 10 plus weeks.
This is not yacht rock, but it is adult contemporary.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
Do you know what it is, Gene?
He's not paying.
He's not paying attention.
He's doing engineer stuff. Yeah, he's doing engineer stuff. And actually, I forget. Anyone who wants to call, feel free to call. I keep forgetting it. If you want to call and just talk and interrupt me, the number is on the
609-227-0991.
And a bunch of people got it. Yes, Debbie Boone, you light up my life. I think we've had this as a million.
We've had this conversation. Your mom loved it. She was heartbroken when it didn't win the Grammy. We know it. Move on to the next question.
All right, number two. Another one-hit wonder was number one for 14 weeks. It's actually the highest ever. In 1996, the only hint I'll give you is has been played in a lot of weddings.
Oh, okay, I know what it is, I think.
So another one-hit wonder. This is the most weeks.
Was it by two people? Like a duo?
I guess so. Yeah. Who is it?
I don't know who it is. It's the Macarena.
Macarena. Do you know the dance? Do you know the dance?
I do.
I used to know the electric slide. I was good at that. I never good
The
at
electric
Macarena.
slide was cool. Macarena looks goofy.
Yeah, the electric slide I could do. Did you know the electric slide? No? You know electric slide?
I used to. I know the Macarena better.
All right. It's Los del Rio.
You sound like,
All right.
God.
Number 3. This is a good question. I like this one. This one-hit wonder artist died 4 years after releasing her only U.S. top 40 hit in 1974. In the song, she mentions her daughter's name at the very end. And the daughter happens to be a famous actor / comedian now. She was a baby at the time. Hey, Vered.
This is a tough one.
It's a good question.
This is a
You
tough
like it?
one.
So this one-hit wonder artist died 4 years after releasing her only U.S. top 40 hit in 1974. Someone got it. In the song mentions her daughter's name at the end. And it's Minnie Riperton, Loving You.
Oh, I thought she had 2 hits.
No. She came up as one-hit wonder. And she mentions, who's her daughter?
I know she died.
Do you know who her daughter is?
The other Riperton?
No, Maya Rudolph.
Oh,
from Saturday Night
really?
Live,
Ah, okay.
And she says at the very end, Maya, 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 something. I don't know. Very sad, actually. When
Yeah.
you think about it. Saturday Night Live, everyone's saying it. All right. Number 4. What 80s band, one-hit wonder, had Milton Berle perform in their music video? Milton Berle was the uncle of this band's manager.
What year?
80s.
It just says
Yeah.
80s.
What 80s band, one-hit wonder, had Milton Berle perform in their music video? Someone got it. Rich Gomez.
Rich
Shocker.
Gomez knows everything.
Yeah. It's Rat. Round and Round. You ever remember the
I
video?
remember the
Sounds very
song. I
familiar.
remember the video.
It's a good video. I think they're all eating like it's almost like a Sid Caesar kind of thing, where they're all eating in the table, and there's a girl crawling on the table, and he's dressed in drag. Not only is Milton Berle in the video, he's as dressed as drag in the video. So anyone could chime in. Feel free. All right, number 5. The group Aqua had won. It's a one-hit wonder. Peaked at 7 in the U.S., but topped the charts in Europe for 4 weeks and remains one of the best-selling singles of all time.
Kid Kosher is jumping out of his.
You know it, don't say.
I know what it is, and it's very appropriate given some of the discussion we've already had.
Yeah. The group Aqua. People got it. It's the song Barbie Girl.
Okay.
They played that at the movie? Obviously.
They played an updated version of it with Nicki Minaj
Oh, okay.
rapping in it.
Is there a lot of music in the movie? I assume
There's a
that
good
thing?
bit of music in there because
I
they're
probably would
partying
like.
all the
I
time.
honestly would like Barbie better than Oppenheimer. I think. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Barbie, to be honest.
Barbie didn't make you have to think too much. It was pretty much you sat there, you laughed at the funny parts, you rolled your eyes at the.
She's a good actress.
Margot Robbie is very good.
I think she's like the #1 actress.
She
right
probably is.
You know what she was good in? I, Tonya. If you ever see that.
I
movie.
did not see that.
That's a good movie. Really good.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, though.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's a sensational movie. I don't know why it doesn't get more publicity, but it's a sensation movie. She only has a small part, though. She plays Sharon Tate. And they do the switcheroo. Right?
What is the switcheroo?
Isn't it good I take notes? I take notes. This is my, I tell Ed, this is my handy dandy notebook. So, there's a lot of work to be done here. And actually, Dan asked me, are we paying you for this? And we actually are paying him.
Oh, yeah.
And kindness and appreciation.
Number 6. I'm going to name the singer or group. You name the movie this song was played in. That's a good one, right? You like this?
Yep.
So I'm going to name a singer in the group of a one-hit wonder song. You got to name the movie it was in.
Go ahead.
I'm going to start. This one's a little easy, but you should do it. Ooh, I keep hitting my head. Number 6, the Baha Men. Number 6, the Baha Men. Name the song and the movie it was in. See if someone's gonna get it.
Don't even look at Rich Gomez.
The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, Robbie. That was
She
one
was
of
in
her
that.
first things. She was also in a short-lived TV show, Pan Am.
Oh, she was in that.
I never heard of it.
Christine Ricci it was in that.
Yeah, I know it's Who Let the Dogs Out, Greg. You got to name the movie. What was the movie it was in? No one's getting it. You know it?
Scooby-Doo?
No. No, not Beethoven. I'm going to give people a second. This is a comedy from
It's a well-known movie. I'm
very
assuming.
well-known movie. All right. Wow, I stumped Rich Gomez.
I'm guessing mid-90s?
Yeah, it was in The Hangover.
Ah, so it's later. Okay.
It was in The Hangover, you know? So that was when they got to Vegas, and then they were ready to go out and party. They played the song as they were going out to Vegas. Number 7, this one's, I think most people will get. Michael Sembello. Sembello.
I know this one.
Yeah. Michael Sembello. Name the song and name the movie. Did you ever see this movie?
Yes.
I haven't.
Saw it in the movie theater in the 1983.
All right, we got it. Dan got it.
He is a maniac.
Maniac and Flashdance. So, number 8, Modern English. The song is easy. The movie's going to be tough. Modern English. This is a 80s high school movie.
Yeah,
I'll even give you a hint.
83, 84,
Yeah.
sometime in there. Nicolas Cage was in this, wasn't he?
Hi, Heidi. Oh, yeah, how'd you know that?
Because I know the movie.
Wow, I'm impressed. Wow, that's good. So I thought no one would.
And
know
I have a
this.
little information about the song.
It's not a John Hughes movie.
It really, if you go by top 40 hits, this never reached top 40.
Rich got it. It's Melt With You.
I Stopped the World to Melt With You from Valley Girl.
Valley Girl. That's, everyone talks about Porky. To me, that's one of the best 80s movies, Valley Girl. You've seen Valley Girl? It's got great music. That's a good movie. And you're right, that's one of Nicolas Cage's first, I
Yeah.
guess, starring roles. Really good movie. All right, 9 through 12. I'm going to name a lyric. I always going to end with this. I wish we could just play the damn song. Unfortunately,
Facebook doesn't allow us. If everybody would watch on YouTube, we could do it.
yeah, YouTube, we have a lot more flexibility. So I'm going to name a lyric. You name the song. Oh, you're so condescending. Your call is never ending. We don't want nothing, not a thing from you.
I know the song.
You got it?
Is this a one-hit wonder?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
I
It's-
thought, I
it
thought
is
your
a one-hit
trivia was
wonder.
on one-hit wonders.
It is a one-hit wonder based on, you know what? I think it is a one-hit wonder, so I don't think his other songs.
They had another...
I don't think it was top 40.
No?
No. I don't think it was top 40.
I'd be surprised,
I don't
but...
think it was top 40. Yes, it's Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna
We're
Take
Not
It.
Gonna Take
His
It.
other song is I'm
I
Gonna
Wanna Rock.
I don't think that was top 40, but I could be wrong. It haven't been the first time. Number 2 or 10. Goodbye,
Or 11. We don't know.
Goodbye, Papa. Please pray for me.
Oh,
I was the black sheep of the family.
it's a pretty sad
It's kind
song.
of like you. Aren't you the black sheep?
My whole family is black sheep.
Let's see if anyone got. The Twisted Sister.
We're like my family's like the Munsters. It's the white sheep of the family. That's the weird one.
Let's see. Oh no, it's not Papa Don't Preach.
Nah.
Yup, Hillary
what I
got
thought.
it.
No, it's from the 70s, 1974.
Seasons in the Sun, Terry
Yeah.
Jacks.
It's about a guy dying of cancer.
That's a great song. I love sad songs, and that's as sad as you get.
And his voice, it almost sounds like a little kid talking.
Yeah. All these sad songs I love. I love Without You, All by Myself, Seasons in the Sun, the one with Pat Crow.
How about Alone Again Naturally?
That said, the one with the with the sun. He going.
Cats in the
Cats in
Cradle.
the
Yes.
Cradle.
That's Harry Chapin.
I couldn't spit the damn thing out. Cats in the Cradle, and that song by Bread.
Oh, Everything I Own.
Oh my God, is that sad?
Tom Coffey played that.
That is so sad. Sad songs. Now, it's not a sad. Ironically, sad songs is not.
It's
a
not
sad-
really that sad.
Dan,
it's
call in.
talking about sad songs.
Dan, you could call in now. Here's another one. I got 2 more. I'm as bad as they come. Number 2 to no 1. I've got looks, I've got brains.
This doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
You should get it. I'm as bad as they come. Number 2 to no 1. I've got looks, I've got brains. Yep, John got it. Making it. David Mountain.
Ah!
Remember? I'm as bad as they come. Number 2 to no 1. He was
Making it.
He's one of the
David
one-hit
Norton.
And there's about a dozen actors who have one-hit wonders, which we talked about previously, like Eddie Murphy, Don Johnson. The list is endless.
Yeah, there was actually a TV series called Making It
Yeah.
with
Even-
that as the theme song. And he was, do you remember those commercials for Dr. Pepper?
He was
I'm a
in it.
Pepper? That
Yeah.
was him.
He was also in the American Werewolf in London.
Yes.
Which was a good movie. Yeah, Dan said it was a TV show. He had a short career. I don't think he's.
Well, he only had one hit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
probably-
that's as short as they come unless you have nothing.
All right, number 12, the last question I have. This is a tough one. I actually sang this at our City Street holiday party. That's the hint. Only you would know. You should.
A, we're going back about 25 years,
Was-
and B, I don't remember what you sang.
Now in the street there is violence and a lots of work to be done.
You sang this?
I did sing it.
Did you do an accent?
I sang that, and I sang Brandy, ironically. Now in the street there is violence and a lots of work to be done.
Ron and
it
I
was a-
started working together in a company, and this is back in the 90s. And one year they decided at the Christmas party to have karaoke.
All right, now we want people to call in.
Call in.
What is up with everybody? Just we need someone. Hey, Greg, you could call in. Tell your story about yesterday. We need a couple callers in. While people are calling in, I'm gonna do my top 20 list. My top 20 list. These are the top. All right, patch them through.
I hear the ringing. Who do we have?
Caller, who's on?
Is Kid Kosher going to dance tonight? That's the question. Where's the Kid Kosher dance? Let's go, Glenn Fuchs. Let's go.
He'll dance at the. You got to stay to the end. He's gonna see us out. He's got the mic. You're gonna dance at the end. We're gonna
Okay.
give you- All right. First, Dan, congratulations on your new job.
Much appreciated.
And you want to say what you do? Do a plug
I'm
for
gonna,
your new job?
Facilities management. I'm going to manage some
You
$20
making a
million
drop
buildings,
out? Yeah.
multiple buildings.
So what's?
Hey, we learned a lot about Eddie tonight. Eddie likes 90-minute movies, and he's a black sheep of his family. What other Ed stuff do we have? We're learning about Ed's bio tonight.
Ed's an open book. You know? Ed's a mystery. You know, I've known Ed.
I'm an open book, yet a mystery.
I know. That's
I'm an
what's
open
great.
book and a closed book at the same time.
Ed,
What-
I've known Ed for 30 years almost, well, 25,
25,
98,
28.
and I'd never even seen your place. You know, we always joke that there's like bodies buried in the crawl space or something, but
He said he doesn't watch many movies. What does Ed do with his free time? That's a really
Yeah, what-
interesting question. What does Ed do with free time?
what, let's find out more about Ed.
Anything you want to know?
He wants to know what's like the normal day in the life of Ed.
When COVID hit and people started like working from home and sleeping late, then they were understanding the life of Ed.
Yeah, Ed was the only person who didn't have to adjust when COVID hit. You
I
know?
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Is Ed a vampire? Is Ed a vampire?
could be.
Good question.
Remember that Stir Crazy movie when they trapped Gene Wilder and they're trying to torture the guy, and they trap him in the jail and in solitary confinement. And they come get him, and they're like, "Oh, I bet you we broke him." And he's like, "Just one more day, please. I'm just finally discovering myself." You know. But
Silver Streak.
Ed
Silver
is not a
Streak.
vampire,
Stir Crazy
but
and Silver Streak.
so you coming up to Jersey anytime soon? Or coming down?
I will come up to a 24-hour marathon and take an hour. Glenn Fuchs and I and Glenn Banger will come up and we'll handle an hour of the 24-hour marathon.
All right.
and sing "Weekend in New England."
Yeah.
I'm crying thinking about it.
All right. Well, thanks, Dan.
All right, fellas. We'll see you.
See
Bye-bye.
you, buddy.
Take it easy, Dan.
All right. Someone else could call in. While anyone else is calling in, I'm going to read my top 20 one-hit wonders of all time.
Go
If you
ahead.
think you know any of these 20, put them in the chat room. But these are the top 10 according to Google. And
According to Google.
and had the most
Somebody
rates.
compiles it and puts it on Google.
And most, these were
thought it was
most
AI.
hits in the 100.
AI.
Yeah, AI. So number one, the Macarena, which I mentioned. Number two, which we mentioned, You Light Up My Life. Number three, Play That Funky Music. There's a lot of funky music, a lot of songs with funk. Remember we said that we went through a place where everything had funk in it?
Yeah.
Because number four is Funky Town. Number five, Ring My Bell, Anita Ward. Number six, Nothing Compares to You. Now that's 1990.
Yeah.
But I added.
We're going to be talking.
I put it in there just for because we're going to be speaking about her down the line. Number seven, Venus. Number eight, Disco Duck.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it was a good song.
Go ahead.
It was a big hit. I'm
I
not saying
know it was a
great
big
song,
hit,
no,
but-
it was a big hit. Number nine, Chariots of Fire. Now, what movie is that from?
I
remember?
think it was Gandhi.
Nope.
Ah.
Now, it was on Chariots of Fire, obviously, but what other comedy played the Chariots of Fire in a scene? We could go on to that.
Revenge the Nerds?
No, it was Vacation. Remember they were like running to the park? They were in the park.
Oh, did they play that?
Yeah, they're running into the
Okay.
park to go to Wally World. They're finally
It's like
there.
slow motion
Yeah, in
running.
slow motion. They're playing the Chariots of Fire. Number 10, Do You Love Me? 96 and 88. Now, Kiss has a song, Do You Love Me?
Is
That's
that
the Dirty
is that
Dancing.
the from Dirty Dancing?
Dirty
That's an
Dancing.
old song from the
I
60s.
said
that
it. Yeah. 66 and 88.
Okay.
11, Come On Eileen. Number 12, Emotion. That was a song written by Barry Gibb for Samantha Sang. Number 13, Believe It or Not. George's favorite song from Seinfeld.
Oh, the greatest American hero.
Yeah. Number 14, Mickey. Number 15,
Which is also in a Seinfeld where they slip him in the Mickey.
yeah. What is a Mickey? Number 15, Undercover Angel. Number 16,
Answer to my prayers.
the 16, The Night the Light Went Out in Georgia.
I thought you were going to say the night Chicago died.
No, that's a good one.
That's
too,
a better
but
one.
That's a better song, but it didn't hit the top 20. Number 17, Shake You Down. I don't know what that is.
I'm going to shake you down. No, I don't know.
Number 18, Kung Fu Fighting. 19, Pop Music. And 20, Mr. Big Stuff. Those are the top 20. So people call in. We need a couple people.
I
to
know.
call in.
Dan, the only one calling?
If someone has something to say, call in. It could be about anything. You could talk about movies. You could talk about sports. You want to talk about a TV show or a song you like. It doesn't matter. All right, here we go.
Let's take it.
Who's on? Hello?
It's Greg.
Is this John?
Greg, what's
Oh,
up,
Greg.
bud?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Greg.
I was listening to your top 20, and you mentioned about "You Light Up My Life" not winning the Grammy that year, and it was actually Disco Duck that won the best song of that year.
No, it wasn't.
It was 1977.
It was that year. It was Hotel California.
Was it?
Yeah.
For the best of the year?
Yeah.
Oh,
Song
it was
of the
People's
Year.
Choice Awards.
Won the
That's what
Grammy.
it was.
Yeah, it was.
Because I remember watching it. My sister was like yelling at the TV.
No, it was.
I don't remember what won and what
Look it up.
didn't, so.
It was a big sore subject in my house because my mother went nuts. It was Hotel California, which really is a better song.
Yeah.
So
No doubt.
So Greg, I spent the whole day yesterday with Greg. Greg's son is an incredible human being. So I want maybe you want to just tell a little about the story and the event, and maybe we could spread the word because next year we want to try to make it bigger.
Yeah.
What he's done.
Yeah, my son, he had a friend that they played baseball together all through middle school, high school, and they had a wiffle ball tournament every year in my yard, and they would play every year. The kids, they would get together in my yard. I'd make hot dogs, hamburgers for them, things like that. And his one friend Patrick Owazagla died at Rutgers his freshman year. He had a heart ailment, died suddenly. So he and his friends decided that they were going to do this yearly wiffle ball tournament and make it into a scholarship in his name. And they did it in the yard for a couple of years, and then they moved over to the East Brunswick Baseball League complex, and it's been growing signiusly over the last few years. I think yesterday we had 18 teams playing, for this scholarship. I mean, it's really something. Some of the players that he played with when they were like as young as 10 were there. There's little leaguers coming that are from the baseball league in different towns coming over to play wiffle ball, and it's really a pretty neat event, And I get choked up every year, when this comes up, and Ron has taken place and has pretty much won the tournament every year for the last 5 years.
I have one talent in my life. I don't do anything well. I have no music talent. I have no personality. I have nothing. I do happen to throw a plastic ball very well. I have good control. That's about all I did. What the talent is, what your son is doing and setting up this incredible event to start from his backyard to have hundreds of people and. If you want to go, unfortunately, Ed, if you want to go back to school, you don't qualify because it's got to be someone with a very a good student.
Oh.
So you automatically don't qualify. Although Greg didn't last year, you could have qualified for it. You went back to school.
Yes. Yeah, I
Did
just finished actually the day before the tournament.
You just graduated Rutgers with your doctorate, right?
No, it was a second master's, but it's a special ed
You should
certificate,
have just
actually.
went along with it. But
Yeah.
No, wonderful event. We look forward to it, and hopefully next year and the year after we just keep growing it. But it's a wonderful thing. The family comes every year. The news is going to be on. Has it been on the TV yet?
We were looking for it on News 12. New Jersey. I haven't seen it
louder?
yet today, but they
Drop
said it
louder.
was going to be on there. It was on last year.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, thanks, Greg. I appreciate you calling in and listening.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Hey, take it easy, Greg.
All right, bye.
Peace out.
All right, let's go on to another hot
Hot
topic.
topics. And if you want to call in, just call. You could just interrupt us, all right?
This is something you're going to love.
What?
Okay. Allison Mack.
Oh. You know this story?
Is this the one about the cult?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sex cult.
Yes.
Right.
She
Not
was
just a cult, but a
She was
sex
on
slave
that
cult.
WB show with the
Yeah.
Superman one,
Yeah.
Smallville.
Yes,
It was-
Smallville. And
You wanna give the
the other
backstory?
the
You wanna
other
give-
girl was involved in it too, right?
She was involved, but then immediately when she knew what was going on,
walked
she
off.
walked off. So I actually, if you everyone's on TVs, I recommend it highly, especially because there's going to
The
be a
Vow?
strike going on called The Vow. There were 2 seasons. The second season sucked. Don't even bother.
It's a documentary about this cult.
And it started off as a legitimate business. It's a self-help business that, it's like management training and learning to, all those stupid, cult core values you could learn. And I was never into that stuff. Like, I'm too shallow, but just ways to better yourself. And it was a legitimate business up in Albany, and the guy who ran it, this guy named Keith Veneer, just went to his head, and he developed like a sub cult.
They were branding the women.
They were branding the women, and I guess one of the head people they were in this sex cult was this girl Allison Mack from Smallville.
She was recruiting people to join. Have you seen the show on it, The Vow?
I have not.
Do you have HBO?
I do not.
Okay. It is on HBO. You could get it on HBO Max. And it was an interesting documentary. Long, though. What was it, like 10 parts or something?
Yeah, it's like 10 episodes. It starts when it's the legitimate business, and it goes right to the cult. And the second season is the court. It sucked. Just how the whole court case. And I couldn't care less about the court case. But the lead up to it was pretty interesting. And I guess she went to jail, and she just got released, right?
Yes. She just got released a couple weeks ago. I think a year short of what she was supposed to.
And now she can't act because they're on strike.
I thought you were gonna say because like she's blackballed in the industry, but
come
who
on.
cares about that?
I think it's going to help her. Everyone likes a comeback story. So
From sex slave drafting girls to.
well, she was brainwashed. In fact, I just read unrelated.
I don't know if she was really
She
brainwashed.
was brainwashed. Yes, she was.
That's her story.
She was brainwashed. In fact, one of the Manson girls just got released. I forget which one.
Squeaky Fromm?
No. Squeaky Fromm, I don't think will ever get released.
The one who picked up Brad Pitt in the.
I think it was the girl who was driving the car, maybe.
Okay.
If you watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you'll learn more. But one of the
You learn more. It's fake. It's not even about the real story.
but one of the Manson girls did get released recently. So give us another. hot
Okay,
topic.
do another hot topic. The naked shooter. Okay, I know, got your attention. In California, this is last week, California, a woman was arrested for walking down the freeway to the Bay Bridge with a gun, stark naked, shooting at random cars passing by.
She kill anybody?
I just didn't kill anybody. And I mean, you know, my motto is if you're going to get shot, might as well be by a naked woman.
Yeah.
But
When I see a bunch of people naked,
I shoot the bastards. That's my.
Oh, phone call.
Phone call, go ahead.
Hello, who's
Hey.
on?
Hi.
Barrett?
Yes. Yes.
Hey!
What's up? I make sure
Hey.
I got yelled at once for calling you Barrett. So,
No, no,
They're
it's
easy
good.
to mix up.
Barrett.
No. Hi. First, we just got back from watching Oppenheimer.
Oh, you just went today?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Great movie.
You
Yeah.
liked
You
it.
liked it.
What did you
The
like
first
about it?
part was very scientific, so that went over my head. But the second part was excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey guys, Barry's here too.
Hey, Barry.
So to me, there were three parts of this movie. I'm not giving anything away. The first part is about his lead up, becoming his schooling and his lead up to what his role was going to be. Then the second part was incredible, which was this whole
Yes.
Manhattan Project and the
Yes.
testing of the bomb and the release of the bomb.
Yes.
And the third part was awful. I don't care what you say. The whole court stuff. Again, I hate court scenes. It wasn't a court scene, but they were basically
Yeah.
sabotaging this guy. And
He was blackballed.
He was
or something.
blackballed. They were basically
Yeah.
blackballed
Yeah.
because he was a commie. You know, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess back in the.
He wasn't. He was blamed.
He
Go ahead.
wasn't a commie. I guess if he was dating a commie or having an affair with a commie, but he was no. But it was an hour on that. You don't think that dragged?
It's Greg.
Uh,
Hey, listen. Hey guys, listen.
What's up?
Listen. I came in at the end of your one-hit wonder.
Okay.
I came in at the end of your one-hit wonder.
all right.
And if I'm repeating any, I apologize. But these are the top 5. I apologize.
Let's hear it.
I didn't put 60s in
All right.
there.
All
Nothing
right,
for
these are the top 5 grossing one-hit wonders. Number 1. No, Tainted Love.
All right. That's
Tainted
Soft
Love.
Cell. Soft Cell.
1982. Number 2, Becky Got Back. Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, I didn't put.
1992.
I that's a recent one. I pulled those out, but okay.
All right. Number 3, Ice Baby. Ice Baby
Ice
by
Ice
Vanilla
Baby.
Ice.
Yeah, again, that's
1990.
90s,
Number 4,
which was being sued by. That was being sued by Queen.
yeah. Number 4, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, 1982.
But Survivor had other
Survivor
hits.
has a lot of hits, so that's
No,
you've already
it's
lost
showing it
your-
as
you've
number
already
1.
You lost your credibility there.
Survivor has a
I don't
ton
know.
of
I'm reading
hits.
from the list.
They had one like Keep on Burning or something.
Well, they had a Burning Heart,
Burning Heart.
and they had a lot of hits. Rich, where are you? He could tell us.
We're going to have a battle between Barry and Rich.
So I don't think Survivor
This
had
is-
a
this
lot
is-
of hits. What's
I
the
don't
fifth?
know. And let me give you number 5. I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred,
Oh, that's definitely
1991.
one. I didn't put the '90s in there, but that's definitely.
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I just put '70s and '80s because that's the only 2 decades I acknowledge. I don't acknowledge
Anything that happened before 1970 or after 1990, it didn't really happen.
If anyone wants to hear '60s, they have to create their own talk show. Before I'm born, didn't exist.
Okay,
Survivor
this
had
one,
8
1980.
top 40 hits, according to Rich Gomez, who's the encyclopedia of music. So,
At 40?
yeah,
Wow.
8.
Eight top 40s.
Wow.
Well, Barrett, I hope to see you guys soon. We miss you.
Not
Yes.
bad.
Yes. Take care.
So, take it easy. Bye.
All right.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We could have more calls if anyone else wants to call in.
Tell us about the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, yeah. So, you've heard about these guys, right?
Absolutely.
They were playing in Trenton, and I tried to get tickets. It's like $150 a ticket. They sold out everywhere.
Where do they play?
They go. It's like the Globetrotters, but baseball.
They're kind of a big deal.
Yeah, they
Like,
just
do they play at Yankee Stadium? Or?
It's exactly like the Globetrotters. No, they're playing in minor league stadiums
Okay.
all across they're playing in Trenton and they're playing in Staten Island, and it's basically it's a bunch of gags. They're ball players. It's like the Harlem Globetrotters. They're real ball players, guys who played minor
I
league.
saw on YouTube a guy with on the stilts.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I watched. They were on ESPN this week, so they were playing. Supposedly, there's another competing Savannah Banana team. I forgot the name of them. They were in red or pink, and they played each other. And on ESPN too. And I'll be
But
honest.
they have a different name.
Yeah, it wasn't even that funny. Wasn't that good, except they did dancing and stuff. They didn't have the stilts. The stilts is the funniest thing. Guy goes up to bat with the stilts, and they're literally he's swinging, and it showed a lot of talent. Let's see. Any
Like, what
comment?
else do they do besides the stilts? What other goofy?
They do tricks, like plays. They catch it behind their back. They
Yeah.
catch it between their legs. They do a lot of dance. They do stupid stuff like, similar to what the
Harlem Globetrotters.
Globetrotters did with the water. They have their own little skits.
Do they fight with the umpires?
The umpire is the one umpire behind the plate is very involved in it. Does a lot of He does dancing. He does balls and strikes a little like Naked Gun.
Mm-hmm.
Rico Palazzo. It's fun. I mean, I'll be honest. I wouldn't pay $150 to see them, but it's fun. That's pretty much our. That's
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
told you I saw like an old time baseball thing, and that was kind of interesting to see. But
Yeah, Stacy said the other team was called the Party Animals, and Vince the ump is the guy who does the dancing. I umpire. I should start doing stuff like that.
hey, where is Rich Gomez? Why isn't he calling again? Supply guy.
Vince texted me. He says phone broke.
Oh
don't know.
yeah, he did. His phone broke. I couldn't text him. But again, he still has a landline phone to call in from.
I guess. I don't know. You're asking me.
All right, we want to talk about fireflies and the
So
lanternflies.
Fireflies. I don't even want to talk about lanternflies, but fireflies. So when you were a kid growing up, you noticed there was like a million fireflies all over the place. You
Every
catch
night during the
'em,
summer.
right? You would
Catch them, put them in the jar,
put 'em
You
in
put 'em in a jar.
That was like
poke holes in the lid so they
Catch
could
them
breathe.
in your hand. You could see them glowing through your fingers and stuff.
So, Gene, what the heck has happened to them? I mean, they're nowhere to be found.
It's too much building in the area.
So, yeah, so I looked into it as research because in order to be on the show, we got to do a lot of research. But it's I guess, just light.
And Google told Ron that
It's light pollution.
There you go.
Is the number one reason, because it's not dark enough anymore. It's too much building everywhere. And Dan, you should respect that, because remember we used to predict it with Dave Motovidlak and Ed Fiebinger building all those condominiums we used to joke about?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we used to talk about this when we ran. And that's what's happened. It's killing off the fireflies. They have no breeding ground. And I think I'm killing the show right now.
No, keep going. People out there need something to put them to sleep.
Hey, look, I'm going to catch her. She's probably trying to be quiet, but Jim's mom is watching. Judy Logan, are you there? I want you to acknowledge that you could hear me. She's watching. People get annoyed with me when they try to log in, and then I catch them red-handed. So,
all right.
Give me another hot topic.
All right.
Someone could call if they want.
Last one before our dead people. Well, actually, this is a dead person thing. It's the shortest engagement ever. Okay? A guy proposed to his fiancée in Turkey, took her to a beautiful spot, big, up in the mountains. Moments after she accepted his proposal, she slipped, fell off of a cliff, and died. Now, this is tragic, but you gotta laugh about it.
Where was it?
Holy
It was in
crap.
Turkey.
Ah.
Probably Mount Ararat, where the Noah's Ark landed. She probably landed in the same spot as Noah's Ark.
That is funny.
Okay.
And not really funny, but
Ironic.
And now, people who died.
all right, we got four people to honor. I don't really know much about the first person.
Tony
Tony
Bennett.
Bennett. You got Gene. You have a Tony Bennett story?
We're kind of dried up on Tony Bennett here.
I don't know much about Tony Bennett.
He was a very popular singer, I guess, in the 50s. Had left my heart in San Francisco, and then I think he just rode out the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then came back out in the 2000s with Lady Gaga.
That
and,
I know.
They did some duets and things like that.
He was 93, so God bless
Yeah.
him. Number two.
It was about time.
Number two, Randy Meisner of the Eagles, who are actually playing. I don't think he's playing with them anymore, but they're playing in the Prudential Center. By the way,
Without Randy Meisner now.
do you know I'm going to be working? I work security for Rutgers, but I work for a security company. They're going to be. I'm going to be working the Video Music Awards.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'll be security. I don't know. I'll be. I'll be
Which means Ron
backstage.
can sneak you in.
Yeah, you want to go in? No, I'll probably be up in the nosebleeds helping people to their seats, but I'm going to be working the Video Music Awards. So,
You doing
Randy-
security. I wouldn't trust you to
No.
watch anything.
if you saw the rest of the security guards, I'm actually
Like fat, out of shape guys falling asleep.
I'm the toughest one there. when they have problems, they call me to come over. You know.
If they have Indian kids on bikes, Ron is the guy to call.
I don't want to tell that story again.
That's a great story.
But-
it's like Supply Guy get him mugged in New Brunswick.
So, Gene, I'll tell this to you. I will do it really quick. I'm walking with Ed one day, and we're walking down this path, and a kid ran his bike into me from behind.
Ron was fine. The kid fell to the ground.
The kid falls to the ground, but I was in such shock. You know, when you get hit, run into, I lost it. I lost my mind.
I had to pull him off that kid.
I stomped on his chest.
He's kicking the kid. He was like a 15-year-old skinny Indian kid, and Ron is sitting there kicking him. I'm like, Ron, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I know. Well, Scott had a great idea. He says for the VMAs, I should bring you in as a seat filler.
There you go. Great idea.
So, anything about Randy Meisner? You have a story about him or no? He sang Hotel California.
He was one of the original. He left. Is Joe Walsh the one who replaced him?
He was one of the originals. You're right, and he was the founder with Glenn Fry and everybody else in the band, Don Henley and everybody else. But he left on his own. I think in the '80s after Hotel California had some music issues, and then he went and did a couple songs on his own. I have a couple of his songs I play, and I thought he did a pretty good job.
Is he still performing with the Eagles now? No, he's not part of that?
No. I think it's just Glenn Fry and...
well, Glenn Fry's dead.
Not Glenn Fry, it's Todd Henley.
There's like one Eagle left.
I don't know if the other guy's in it.
Joe Walsh.
Yeah, he might be.
Timothy Schmidt.
I don't know. But whatever. Number 3 is Sinead O'Connor.
Sinead O'Connor.
Sinead. She, did they announce how she died? I guess it's suicide.
I don't know. I didn't hear.
I think it has to be because her kid committed suicide. She was in a state of serious depression.
Is she more famous for singing or ripping that picture of the Pope on Saturday Night Live?
I'd say, unfortunately, equally, right? Wouldn't you say so?
I would agree with that.
She has a one hit. She didn't really do much, did she?
Yeah, I thought she had other songs, but I guess not. The Nothing Compares to You is the only one I know, but...
Wow, Greg Sampson says she was living in a hotel in Hackensack last year.
Wow.
It's
You
nearby.
could have gotten a free concert, maybe.
Hackensack is not a hotel you want to live in.
Is it like the ones in Avenel that you drive by?
Those seedy
the
hotels.
welfare ones.
She's had it rough, I think. She's been depressed, and I feel for her. But I guess her kid committed suicide. But she has other kids.
And she was bald. A bald woman. I mean, that's...
Is she still bald?
That's to make you... Well, she's dead now, but I mean, that's...
All right, number 4, and my favorite, is Pee Wee Herman. Who, if you on social media, all the big stars are coming out, like loving this guy. Like, where were they when they needed him?
Where were they when he was arrested for masturbating in a movie theater?
First thing is, he got railroaded. He got railroaded.
Ron's going, who hasn't done that?
What else? What are you doing? First thing is, if you have a porn theater, what other stuff you doing there besides that? Well, you go in there to, I mean, come on. I mean,
you're there to enjoy the movie.
What other reason are you going to?
Am I the only one who likes these movies for the artistic value?
It's for do-it-yourselfers.
I mean, what I don't get why he got, and same with, I think George Michael had the same fate, right?
Yeah.
He got totally rare. Now, granted, he was a child. He had a child show, so maybe that was the reason. But he totally didn't deserve what he got. And I happen to Pee-wee's Big Adventure happens to be one of my favorite comedies. I thought it was a terrific movie.
The argument between me and Ron was: is Pee Wee Herman a kid's star, or was he an adult, like, for adults?
Unfortunately, neither of us saw, I didn't have kids in the 80s.
See, originally he was doing stand-up comedy, and
that
Pee
was-
Wee Herman was the character, and it was for adults. Then he went on and did Pee Wee's Big Adventure, which I think appealed to kids, but it was still made for like teenagers and adults. Then he had a kids show, Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yep.
We don't want to know what he was doing in that playhouse.
Yeah, that Playhouse was.
He was playing house, all right.
And unless anyone else call in, it's your last chance to call in. We're going to be signing off in a couple minutes.
Ron's begging.
I gotta honestly, I'm disappointed. We need more people to call in next time. So
Where's Carl from Louisiana?
I'm giving everyone 2 months off. It's the summer. People are busy. But once October comes, we need the people to be on their A game. I'm gonna start calling people out. So.
And we may have to stop it on Facebook and just make people force people to watch it on YouTube.
I don't know if we're doing that just yet, but we want people to please subscribe on YouTube, and we'll slowly move over. Other than that, you want to take us off? Take us out here? We got one more. We got another song. You feel free to dance.
Might be a little tough to dance,
All right.
but I
You
want to do
you have the thing.
Yes.
You could bob and weave.
Okay, so this is a song.
Greg, go start calling us instead.
Let me just cue this up here.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. I'm living here in Bricktown, right by the seashore. Places people going down all along the coastline. Spots of destination. People on vacation, looking for some relaxation. Walk the boards for a snack, fried Oreos or cheese fries, tiki bars, water parks, and all the kiddie rides. Point Pleasant Beach, Bellamar, it's a crazy scene. Asbury Park, Stone Pony, Bruce Springsteen. Summer rentals, cross the bay to the barrier. Turnpike, Garden State, Parkways like a carrier. Tourists come from everywhere. What's of every life? Generations, families, places that you meet your wife. Christie's rolling deep, cause he knows we've got the best. Six Flags, Great Adventure, Halloween, Fright Fest. Sandy tried to wipe us out, people never let it be. I'm Jersey's strongest steel, and I'm definitely
New Jersey.
place where people go for vacation.
New Jersey.
Looking for some relaxation.
New Jersey.
Where the seashore will revive you.
New Jersey.
Survive through the spirit inside you.
New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bada bing.
Visit Seaside with a stop at Casino Pier, Ferris wheel, roller coaster when the weather's clear. LBI is second home, a special place to many. Sandy Hook, Union Beach where you can see a Benny. Take a trip to Lavalette next to Ortley Beach. Manahawkin Bay Bridge puts it all in easy reach. Ocean City, a friendly place to bring the family. Mid-Atlantic slice of heaven, can it really be? Salty air, traffic circles, always making room. Restaurant, we get the shore, making business boom. Turn off of Route 34, Manasquan, or the inlet. Good times and sunshine, as good as it can get. Batting cages, skee ball, lots of games of chance. Jersey Shore, nightclubs where people like to dance. Under the boardwalk, by the sea, and not alone. John Bon Jovi, who says you can't go home?
New Jersey.
Place where people go for vacation.
New Jersey.
Looking for some relaxation.
New Jersey.
Where the seashore will revive you.
New Jersey.
Survive through the spirit inside you.
New Jersey. Oh yeah. Bada bing.
Boogie board, wakeboard, chill, watch the undertow, volleyball tournaments, players turning pro, and TV's beach house had all the tourists drawn. Fist bump, holler back, party till the break of dawn. The Jersey Shore outlets, go buy some clothes, grab some coffee, some grub, and stop at Rockin' Joe's. Put your beach tags on, 8 o'clock in the morning. Thunder clears the beaches without a warning. Kevin Smith's Red Bank, Molly picture on the riverside. On the way to Cape May, shop, commit suicide. Hurricane Harbor, 3L's got a yacht club. Lakewood's got the Blue Claws, people showing much love. New York and Philly, you're right here in the middle. Girls in summer barely clad, make you stop and whistle. Housewives and Sopranos, working for the weekend. I'm Jersey strong forever, so don't stop believing.
New Jersey.
Place where people go for vacation.
New Jersey.
Looking for some relaxation.
New Jersey.
Where the seashore will revive you.
New Jersey.
Survive through the spirit inside you.
New Jersey.
Oh yeah. All right, let me do a little dance right now.
Jersey. Oh, yeah. Bada bing.
All right, guys.
All right.
Maybe-
Peace out, New Jersey.
and-
Much love.
And follow Kid Kosher on his Facebook page. And thank you, Glenn.
Thanks for showing.
I appreciate you joining us. Thank you, Gene.
My
And we'll
pleasure.
see
Thanks for
everyone
having
in
me.
October. Adios.